G'day folks, and welcome back to the channel for episode number 14 of our Chaos Warlock playthrough. Now, in between the previous episode and this one, I went and sold a whole bunch of things, and now we're going to go do a bunch of turn-ins here. So, well, at least a turn-in, I should say. So we've got Anorak's brothers, I guess. Their quest is completed, and that's it. They're done. The other quest that I have is for Kargan here. We picked up the book from his apprentice that he really didn't care about. He was just after the book, which is fine. And that's that quest done. So now, if we go to, for example, Darlet in Devil's Crossing, we now have the ability to transmute. So I could, if I have any of these as sets, okay, the Eastern Gloves. I could transmute these into another piece of the Eastern set, so either the robes or the legs. I don't have a whole bunch of these Eldritch Essences at the moment, so I'm just not going to. But you can do that with any set, so I could turn this into one of the other pieces as well. The exception to this, obviously, is sets along the lines of the Krieg set, the Dark Ones set, the Vanquishers set. Any set that has a set place that it drops, anything target farmable, you can't transmute. So, unfortunately, you'll have to go find those on your own. Speaking of things we found on our own, this just solved a whole bunch of my issues. So, if I take this off, okay, I'm a little bit down on bleeding, but I don't really care. The Aether and Elemental on this, as well as Physical, as well as Move Speed, and Physique and Spirit, and +2 to Maven Sphere, oh boy, this is the motherload. These pants are going on at level 58, and I don't care about the bleeding resistance. I will find some other way to fix the bleeding resistance. Also found these, which, yeah, I'm just going to wear these for now. We will lose the physical resistance here, but we'll gain 260 odd, well, exactly 260 armor. We'll get some offensive ability, some physique, and vitality and bleeding resistance, which, can we do it now? We kind of can. And you know what? I'm doing it now so as I can't undo it. Alright, so we're 7% under on being capped for chaos, but there's very little chaos in what's coming up, so I'm not too worried about that. Also, we are 26% over, so I'm just going to put an ectoplasm back on that one, because 20% more mana, as well as some extra regen, is something that I want. So let me see here, ectoplasm, there we go. Alright, and the other thing I want to do, and I probably should have done this in between, is I want to make Prismatic Diamond. Now this is going to require quite a lot of stuff, and I don't think I have the blueprint for the Arcane Spark, but we should be able to make a Radiant Gem. Yep, we can, so we need Molten, Dense, and Rigid. So there's Rigid. There's Molten, and then we just need Dense. Go ahead and put myself up for the Dense. Alright, and Radiant. Radiant Gem. Now, the last part of it, I believe, was an Arcane Spark? Yep. Which I think is a blueprint from Devil's Crossing. It's not. Let me just Google it. So Grim Dawn Arcane Spark. Typing with one hand sucks. Okay, Arcane Spark. The blueprint comes from Black Legion. Okay, beautiful. We can do Black Legion. I also want to melt that, don't I? Do I? Yeah, I think I do. I can't go back. My vitality resistance would be way too low. Alright, Black Legion. And we want the Arcane Spark. Then we'll make the Prismatic Diamond. That's going to ruin my Aether resistance. but I think I'm okay with that. It's not ideal. I don't think there's any explicitly Aether-related things. Arcane Spark. Do I need Fortitude? Yeah, why not? Okay, Arcane Spurk. Okay, Chthonic Seals of Binding. See, I run into this every single time I try and make this. Alright. It's alright, it's okay. We will run down here and get some... We will run back to Homestead and get a movement rune, which I think I have in the bank, because I really want the movement rune. Yep, there it is. Beautiful. So the reason I swapped this over is that 1000 vitality damage to Sigil, which is converted about 41% to Chaos. So that's really up the damage on this. And once we get a couple more levels, what do we need? 6 more, so we need like 4 more levels. Don't go in that. And then we will be able to get a very large boost by adding the destruction node. And actually I probably should drop 4 points out of this to make this happen faster. Let's go ahead and chuck Rush back on there. Alright. You've got a red stick. Don't have any binding seals though. Now I need to get 9 of these, so probably have to do 2 runs through here. But that's alright. In the service of getting the best helmet component in the game for hardcore, I'm willing to do a couple runs through this. I will try and remember to leave a timestamp. In fact, let me make a note of that. Notepad. Okay. Timestamp for skip farming. There we go. I left myself a note, so there's a chance that it actually happens, to put a timestamp in the description so you can skip this if you don't want to watch me mindlessly killing cultists for a little bit. But I really want that helmet enchantment. I don't ever want to see it go off, but it's precisely when you do see it go off that you know you are in trouble. So I'm going to get it. Alright, let's take these guys out. And I am surprised I've only had one Chthonic Seal. What level are these? Yeah, they're still scaling. It should be fine. Should have... I mean, I've done runs before where I've had 3 or 4, even 5 by this stage, so it is a little surprising I've had 1. Okay, we don't need to kill most of the actual Chthonics here, although I believe they can drop bloods very rarely, so it probably is worth killing them. Oh, they also drop Void Touch Scepters. So there's a chance we could get an upgrade here. Very, very low chance, because we do have a triple rare, but it's possible. Sorry. We do have a double rare monster infrequent, which is the correct term. Although I think everyone knows what is meant when someone says it's a triple rare. Alright, I'm running out of... There we go, there's number 2. I'm running out of cultists to kill here. So the other way you can get these is by going to the Blood Grove. So I'll go for a quick run through the Blood Grove. And we'll kill off a few of them as well. Mostly I'm heading towards the Darkvale Village. I am going to get a few cultists on the way there, specifically in the... or over here by the road. But most of the drops are going to come from the village itself. There's 56, which is lovely. I think I want to get further along towards there. I'm not really using the Blood of Dreeg very much at all. And then, honestly, it's not providing very much in the way of bonuses until I get to the What is this called? Aspect of the Guardian? Until I get there, it's not going to be providing a huge amount of bonuses. So I think we just strip the points out of it, honestly. I definitely want it for the physical resistance and all the other bonuses of aspect, but until we've got that, it's not really useful. So after this, I'm thinking I'll strip that out. We'll pick it up again later, but having a better sigil will be useful for killing bosses. And chuck it in doorways so anyone who runs through it is going to get eaten. Okay, so apparently I was lying when I said you can get Chthonic Sigils of Binding here. Oh, there's one. They do exist. How about that? Alright. Oh, I missed a journal when I came through here the first time. There we go. Lovely. Anyone home? Nope. Some up there, though. Let's see if anyone runs over that. Did I get one? I got a couple of them. Don't do enough damage to just kill them, though. It's unfortunate. It's alright, they'll reset. I don't think you can do the swapping trick with the Necropolis Blacksmith for this. Oh, here you go. Demonic Voidfire, Bloodsworn Repeater. That's actually a pretty good one. It's probably at least one person who's been looking for something very similar to that at some point. Come on, really? Only 4. That's nuts. I really should have had 7 or 8 by now. Maybe it's because I'm doing it on Veteran. The drop rate's a bit lower, perhaps. That's alright, we'll get there. Make this episode a little bit longer, but that's alright. Definitely don't need the Prismatic Diamond, but I also definitely want it, so... We're doing it. And like I said, if you want to skip this part, I will provide a timestamp that you can skip it to. Can Zarya drop them? Oh, we're about to find out. Let's go stand in her face so she can get hit by that other seal as well. Alright, down she goes. She can drop them, lovely. Alright, may as well take these. What are we up to? 5, and I needed 9. Go for a run through Darkvale. Gate. I don't usually get a lot from in here, but you never know. There's definitely enough cultists in here to drop them. Just don't normally get them. And then same question about Karoz as I had about Zarya. Can he drop them? I don't know. We're actually going to backtrack a little bit. I'm glad I did. Anyone home down here? Let's see. There's a couple of cultists. No binding seals, unfortunately. Who is summoning those? I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm going to kill them anyway. Alright, don't need to go that way just yet. Let's get rid of these guys. What I should be doing is exiting to the menu and coming back in and then doing the Tomb of Korvac or whatever it is again. There's another one. I think I said I needed 9. That sounds right. What have I got? I've got 7, so 2 more. 2 more is not too bad.
That skill's not ready.
Yep, don't need to fight those guys, so we'll head back up here where there's some more cultists. Scrap. Scrap is the wrong rare crafting material. Okay, here we go. That looks juicy. How about you? You got any seals? Nope. Oh, that's... Oh no. That's not good. I don't think you can get them from anything that spawns in these, but definitely can get some good stuff from them, so we're killing these as well. Let's take out this tyrant, take out that tyrant, take out all the tyrants. There we go. Inscribed braces is not the ones that I was thinking it was, so that's no good. Keep these pants. And I think there's a few more cultists up here, and I know there's a dynamite, so that's good. Alright, down to the next floor. I should be able to get 2 on the next floor, I hope. Honestly, I should have had 9 by now. I'm gonna go ahead and blame normal difficulty. There's another one. Lovely. Alright, let's go downstairs. And I will be very surprised if I can't get 1 Seal of Binding on this floor somewhere. Because there's a lot of cultists here. At the very least, I can kill Kuros again. I think he should be able to drop them. He summons a lot of things, so it would make sense that he has Seals of Binding. Hopefully it won't get to that point, though. It's not looking good, though, is it? There's a couple of... Ooh, that's juicy. 4 of them in one pack. No seals, but there was 4 cultists. Here's 2 more. Nope. Noting a distinct lack of binding seals among the cultists who bind all the demons. There's one. Nope. Oh, well, like I said, worst case, I kill Kuros again. And hope that he drops them. Alright, we're going right down to the wire here. It's going to be a photo finish. The last 2 groups of potential cultists. Alright, looks like it's Kuros time. I did not expect to be killing Kuros again when I started this episode. Not the end of the world that I'm doing it, but I certainly didn't expect it. Chaos res down to 48% is definitely not good. .73 is doable. So when he puts his crystals up, I guess I'm gonna go for... Well, I think I'll just kill them, actually. I am standing in the glowy pink goop this time. Alright, tentacles should be coming out any second here. No, he's just dead. Oh, was that... Get out of the goop. I did. He did drop one. Lovely. Okay. What's one signet? Prismatic of the Gildum Arcanum. Those are actually somewhat useful skills. The resistances are okay, the plus energy is nice. I might actually use this. What reses do they have? Or what resistances? 12% chaos. Okay. So I could put a soul shard on that, and my resistances are all capped again. I did lose out on the 15% damage to Beastkin, which it's not great. I think I'll be okay though. Alright, let's go back to Devil's Crossing and finally finish that craft that I started. Hang on. How long ago was it? 20 minutes. Lovely. Alright, and we can sell all of this stuff as well. Including that double rare pistol. Double rare pistol MI. Right, so Arcane Spark. Amulets of metals, yeah. Definitely won't be using that. And then we go Prismatic Diamond, there we go. So finally made it, 4% health, 20% energy absorption, a little bit of vitality resistance, so actually that's getting an ectoplasm. And I think, yeah, I'm going to be a little bit under on aether resistance, which, it's not ideal. But it's also not the end of the world. Let's go ahead and keep the item. There we go. Don't know how I managed to pick that up. And bingo, bango, bongo, we have another death save. And if you were short on skills to attach devotion procs to, you can actually attach them to Prismatic Rage here. So activates when health drops below 50%. So if I needed to, I could put the turtle shell on this as soon as I can find it. There we go. So the tortoise shell is triggers at 66, I think. Where are we? 50%. So actually, if I was short on buffs to put this on, this could absolutely go on Prismatic Rage, and it would be 100% fine. Now I'm going to hang on to the... what is this called? This ring. I'm going to hang on to this just in case. I may end up using it again. And we don't need the soul shard, so we'll grab another ectoplasm, and we're up to 8,500 energy. We officially have more energy than we have hit points. Which I guess is fun. Alright, and I need to come up with some aether resistance from somewhere. That'll be fine. We'll burn that bridge when we get to it. Okay, back to Forgotten Gods, finally. Finally, I can hear everyone saying. Back to Forgotten Gods. We have to activate the altar at the Burning Spire, which is just outside here. Destroy the messenger, which is inside the volcano, which has a decent ways into the expansion here. And then destroy the conduits, which is a little bit further again. Actually, that's a lie. The conduits will be before the messenger, I think. Yeah, that sounds right. Okay, Exalted Stash. Got some boots that I'm not going to use. Duck across here and hit this glamorous chest and also these hidden spoils. So Vindicators, we've got Storm Spread and Raging Tempest. And we have Formidable of the Eagle. Obviously can't use that, and I wouldn't anyway. My Logorian's shoulder pieces giving +3 to the Aether Ray is too good. As long as we're here, actually. I did say I was going to take the points out of Blood of Dreeg, and I'm going to go do that now. I may be 1 or 2 points short for getting Destruction, but let's see how we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'll put 1 point back in that when I get a level up, I think. Maybe. So that's given us another 700 chaos damage on this, and also that vitality % increase will increase the half of this that isn't being converted. So that's a lot more extra damage. Now I just have to remember to cast the thing. Oh, that was not where I wanted to go. Actually, it's not that bad. Can go here to the rift, and go back to this rift, and we are back where we need to be. Okay, so the Altar of a Bead here is the next quest for Soleil. Let's go on in, and we're looking for Onarix. That was not Onarix, that was the portal out. Let's try that again. Okay. Now Onarix is a decent ways in here. Chaos Res is capped again, which is nice. And we have Void Taskmasters, which means potentially we can get a new medal in here. I'm not going to hold my breath for it, but it's definitely possible. Kill off a few of these. As long as we don't get the big ones with the minus maximum health aura, I'm pretty happy about these. Or at least not as upset about them as I could be. Void Taskmaster. Okay, here we go. We got a couple of the bigger ones. No aura, which is good. There's a Warlock Crest. Is that the one I'm after? Warlock Mark is the one I want, so that's going to be the Savagery one, I think. Alright, still more Warlocks, which is still good. Okay, and these Dread Guards potentially hitting me with very fancy axes. Alright, here's Onarix. And Onarix is going to die pretty easily here. Just keep putting the sigil down. It's got more lifesteal on it, so... Unholy Visage of the Covenant. So this is a caster helm, which, if you ignore the fact that it's got pet stuff on it, is actually not horrible. Good armor, chaos damage, chaos resistance, some energy bonuses, and some health. It's definitely not amazing, but it's okay. I don't think I would ever use it though, because the Fetten Mask definitely exists. And it may even be worth going into Elite to grab that. I think the Elite Fetten Mask, I think, is level 75 to equip. So that's definitely something to think about around level 75, if it's worth going to get it. Corvin Pauldron's Elemental convert to Vitality. What else he got? Well, Mighty of Blood is useless, but looks like this is an MI that comes with Aether Resistance as standard. Unfortunately, it doesn't come with +3 to Albrecht's Aether Ray as standard. So I won't be using that. Here's my next Devotion Shrine. Now there's, I think, 9 devotion points in Forgotten Gods, so I'll have to check if I missed any. It's definitely possible I did. I do tend to forget things while I'm waffling about other things. Alright, there we go. Another pet relic. Still haven't found the one that I want, which is the Agrovix's Malice. But that's alright. Another point here in the Solemn Watcher, so more armor, a little bit of pierce res. Pierce resistance decently over cap, bleeding still at the cap, so unfortunately won't be able to do a huge amount with that Silk Swatch on the shoulders. At least not yet. Reputation-wise, we're still looking good. I don't think we're going to have Honored with anybody new, which is fine. I'm not even going to go into the Temple of Atef. There is a totem in there. I don't think there's a Devotion Shrine. Pretty sure the Devotion Shrine is out the front there. Well, I know that one is. But I think the reason why they put it out the front was so as people who weren't doing the Bismail questline didn't have to go in there. Let's actually go turn that in, because I'm not 100% sure what the next Soleil quest is. I think it's going to be lead the assault. Yeah, it is. Yep. Okay, awesome. So now we've got this one, and we are to lead the assault against Korvac himself. Was the savagery one. Okay. Lovely. Nothing else to turn in, so let's continue. Okay, these birds can have fun on their own. Now, I don't think there's any MOs through here that I'm actually interested in. Pretty sure I'm just waiting on level 65 now to get the Mammoth Resistance Reputation armor, so I will be using... I think I'm not going to use the shoulders, I think. I may have to go and farm the Logorian again for another pair of his, but I think I want the +3 on his shoulders. But you could use the Mammoth Resistance shoulders. I will probably use the chest and potentially the helmet. So Havos Emberspark here, down he goes. There is a treasure trove in this area. It is here this time, which is nice. Don't have to go looking for it. You can stop that, please. Void Forge Battle Plate. Okay, level 58. Is this better than that one? I think it is. I think I need bleeding resistance though. Oh, this is... bleeding damage. I was so excited then. Having said that, this has got bleeding resist on it. So that's only 17%, but that's not quite enough. We'll see. We'll see. It's a definite maybe. The bonuses are definitely what I need. Aspect of the Guardian is definitely something I want. So that chest is very good for this build. Though having said that, level 58, I may only be wearing it for 5 levels. This is this Grimoire? Grimnor? Grim something. Probably got the name completely wrong. I was talking about him in the previous episode. It is Grimoire, yep. When we got just before the Vanguard of the Three, I was trying to find him. Turns out I couldn't find him because here he is. That's fine. Definitely doing a lot more damage now that I've got the sigil back as well. So I think maybe we'll take a quick break here, stop putting points in the bar, and just max out destruction and maybe a few more in sigil. Alright, grab that rift and piss off a whole bunch of molten claws. Good XP. So I don't need to go up there. There is a cavern, I guess you'd call it, up there. But I don't need to go in there. I'm pretty sure there's no devotion shrine in there. I'll just poke my head in here. This is the other side of the one up there from memory. I don't think there's a devotion shrine in there, but, you know, can't hurt, right? Yes, in Korvac's name. Hey, Exalted Stash. It was worth it. Eldritch Essence, pretty happy with that. Not seeing any devotion shrines. I am seeing Sister Crimson, who definitely needs to die. Is she dead already, or is she hiding somewhere? Oh, there she is. I actually didn't know she sundered, so that's fun. There we go, down she goes. Sapphire of Elemental Balance. This is not an elemental. What is sundering me? This is not an elemental build, so it's no good. I believe she has a weapon that converts the Aether Ray to fire as well. Maybe not her. I'm going to go ahead and say that this does not have a devotion shrine in here, and we'll just be on our way. It's kind of worth coming in here for that blueprint, but also kind of not. Alright. Totem here, definitely going to be doing. And then just up the road is the tomb that I was looking for, or I am looking for the preemptive strike. Right, Raggle Prinks. Interesting name. There we go, there's another double rare. Olzorn's Pyroclasm and the Glyph of the Northern Ram. Not things we need. Have a look at that double rare in a sec. What do we get? Okay, so it's a helmet, blood letters, Nature's Bounty. Yeah, it's not good. It's not great at all. Looking at the resistances though, I am going to hang on to it. I'm thinking maybe at level 58 when I can put these pants on, maybe I may need the Chaos Res. Rune Plates of Ignifar, good armor, Chaos Res, Fizz Res. The fire stuff I don't think is being converted at all, so it's not great. Certainly not awful either, but it's not really what I'm after. Completely ineffective at stopping them on the bridge. Okay. Let's just skip this. Actually, I think there's a spawn location around here for a treasure trove or a exalted stash maybe. I think maybe I'm wrong there. Okay, let's take the vampiric one out. Astral leg wraps. Soleil's Deception. Malformed effigy. Soleil's Deception sounds like it could be okay. That one definitely not, but... Okay, Vitality and Chaos is good. Spirit's good. Offensive is good. Offensive is good. +1 to Occultist is kind of crap, actually. And the proc is nice, though. I'm definitely not using that. Soleil's Malice, second right. Is that this one? Yep. Nope. Okay, that can all stay on the ground. Alright, let's go duck in here. This should be the 3 platforms with the conduits on them. Yes, it is. And they get slow resistance. Well, I don't think I slow anything, so I don't think I care about that. Let's take all these guys out. Okay, conduit done. Whoa, time warped here. We'll take him out. Chuck a sigil under him. A little bit extra damage. Mage Storm, Corvin Storm Halberd of Alacrity. I think that's pretty much the best roll, isn't it? It might be a different prefix you want, but Alacrity is definitely the suffix you want. Maybe like Storm Charged or something like that. There might be a different prefix that's better. Although Mage Storm is definitely pretty good. If you're using the Widow, and you should be, then you'll be doing a little bit of Aether damage and Aether Shred as well, so having the Aether Lightning is probably alright. Alright, let's go kill the skeleton. It's a scorpion. We're going to kill the scorpion boss here. And as with all bosses, I definitely have my finger on the mirror. And I'm watching my health bar. The next thing I'm going to be doing, if I need to, is moving out of the goop. Having said that, though, a good way to die is to stop attacking when you're a leech build. If you stop attacking, suddenly you start taking a lot more damage. So if you are stopping your attacks to move out of something, you need to make sure that you're going to survive long enough to start attacking again. Right, I think there is another devotion shrine here in... Is it Tomb of Nephos? I think it's one of these. Let's go see if there's one in here. Yep, there it is. Beautiful. So, see? I'm not crazy. I'm not... Alright, I'm a little bit crazy. So, Rene the Rat God. And just here. Nice little hold bash down. Hidden spoils. A couple of lore notes to eat, which is definitely good. What did I just change? My actual hat back on. Alright, treasure trove as well. Very nice, everything's coming up Millhouse. Take the blueprint, let's go ahead and eat that, and here's the devotion shrine. And if we were doing the Dreeg questline, I'm pretty sure they send you in here to kill the boss behind the sealed door over there that we're not going to be able to get through. Okay. Physique and defensive ability, and next one will be some more defensive ability. So yeah, here. This door. If you can get through there, there's a boss, but that's the Dreeg questline to get you through there. Let's go ahead and jump through out here. I probably should have grabbed the rift gate before I came in here, but that's fine. Okay, we're just going to run past a lot of this. This little section here probably is worth killing, just because there's so much stuff. What have you got? Time warped? Okay. Okay, why do I feel like this guy's getting healed? I don't think he is, but maybe. Alright. That was a nice chunk of XP. Blood seal, empowered, can stay on the ground. Okay, we are up to the Valley of the Chosen. So, Dayla Thornsberry's here. So she will be useful for a quest later on. I'm not sure we're going to get to that point today though. I may have spent a little bit too long farming. It was worth it though. I don't care what anyone says, Prismatic Diamond is bae. Okay, so this urn here's got a note in it. Which I'm going to go ahead and eat that as well. Free XP, never hurt anyone. Chosen Raiment, what do you do? Dreeg's Evil Eye. Physical resistance on it though. Interesting. Okay, so around the corner here, we're going to run into the messenger, so we're going to kill him. Just a couple of small stops on the way. Nothing major. Stop, get out, stretch our legs, maybe fill up the petrol tank, and we'll be on our way. Or we would be if this griffin wasn't so fat and blocking the door. Okay, so the messenger is... I would say I'm not too worried about him on this build. There's two ways I've found you can fight him. You can either be so tanky that he can't hurt you, which is kind of how I feel with this one. Or you can kill him before he does anything, which I've had a few builds that did that as well. As long as you don't stand in the lava, you should be fine. So actually he's dying relatively quickly here. Yep. I don't know that he's actually going to be able to do anything. So he'll probably be another wing flapper for his Sunder. That was the wing animation. I haven't seen any Sunder animation. Maybe he just hits really hard. Don't think I want to stay there for any more of those meteors either. What did he drop? I saw a purple item, which I'm assuming is going to be one of these. I think he can drop Celestial Lotus as well. Though maybe not on normal. I'm just going to say he dropped a Celestial Essence, or a Eldritch Essence rather. And call it done.
I can't do that yet.
So the lava in there is basically the same as the Aether Fire. It'll do % health damage to you while you're standing in it. So it's definitely something you want to avoid. Do I get the treasure trove down here today? Is that a thing? It's not a thing. Right, another devotion shrine just here. And there is a big complex up here with fancy bosses and stuff. I'm not going to go up there today. I have done it in the past, but there's nothing in there that I want, so we're just going to skip it. Alright. So this should be spawning a bunch of gargoyles. Well, one. One's a bunch, right? Oh, there's two. There we go. And we've hit level 57. Which is very nice. There's my devotion point. Alright. So that's done. Which now means we can go and do another respec. Which I'm sure everyone's super stoked to do. Let me go ahead and check the devotions here. So after we do... There we go. After we finish the Solemn Watcher, we can strip 3 points out of the eel, and they're going to go into... Looks like the bat. Okay, 1, 2, 3... What else are we missing? So the bat or the spider. Spider's probably the better option here. Could also do the hawk here for more damage. Offensive ability. So what are we doing this for? Getting green so we can get into this one, I think. And then we need 2 red, which I'm guessing is on the bat. Yep. Vitality and bleeding. Vitality, decay, and OA. Vitality and bleeding. Okay, so the bat's good. I think I'm going to get this one though, because casting speed and offensive ability and spirit. So I'm going to finish the spider first, then I'll be getting the hawk. Well, maybe I get the bat before the hawk, but one of those two. Then the other one, and then we'll be getting the abomination here. We'll be just be getting the middle and then the right side, and also this particular node, because just look at it, my god, that's a lot of health. And then I think that's going to be the end of our devotion tree. So, 2 more points to spend. It kind of has to go into destruction. I'll be putting probably another 9 points in here. I think the next 9 points go towards destruction, and all of our attributes now go in physique. Since we're in town, may as well go ahead and empty all of my inventory out. If I could stop taking items off, that'd be great. Okay, lovely. And we can bank all this stuff too. Green portal bad. There we go. Alright, pick all this up, may as well sell it. Not exactly running out of iron bits at the moment, but more is always good. Right, so we got one of the more difficult boss fights coming up just here. That being Dravis. It's not super difficult, but he's definitely not a pushover. Guess I probably shouldn't say he's one of the more difficult fights, he just isn't. Okay, take these two out, just give myself a little bit of room to kite without getting any extras. And now he is going to summon the big skeleton dude, so we gotta kill him.
Have to stop.
Okay, I will stop. So he's going to summon skeletons, and after a while he'll summon the big skeletons. There's a Sunder, which I probably shouldn't be standing in. So he's at about half. I guess I'll get out of that. I definitely should be getting out of that. And I think I just do enough leeching that I don't think he can actually hurt me. Which is a good thing. course, once he dies, you have to make very sure to get out of anything like that. Tinker's Ingenuity. It's a nice belt. Poison, bleeding, max res to both, and another circuit breaker. Let's... Never mind. Can you open the barrier? Thank you for your sacrifice. Get the barrier, please. Right. One more fight to do after the door blows up. And we'll go ahead and take the Mother's Pendant as well. Yep, let's go. So this is the Steward. He has his very own special weapon.
You will go no further.
Alright guys, sorry, I'm going to have to end the episode here. The Steward has decreed that I can't go any further. He's done that Sunder animation twice. The first time I thought maybe I dodged it, but I didn't think I did. This time I'm sure, he just missed. So this is his MI. So physical damage. Player's might. Yep. Yep. I guess that would be used for a physical skater. Although you'd be missing out on the book. I am actually going to end the episode here. So in spite of what I said, the Steward is correct. I shall go no further. So thank you all very much for watching. See you in the next one. And goodbye for now.